Class will start in 10 more minutes.
Hey, my name's Heather, and right now, I'm just finishing off a drawing I drew of my crush, Daniel. It's one of the 423 drawings I've drawn of him, and this has to be my favorite one yet. Okay, call me crazy and obsessed, but I can't help it. He's just so cute. I can't help but stare at him all day. And since he's not in front of me all day, I keep pictures of him in my phone to keep me company. If only he liked me the same way I like him though. He barely even notices me. All our conversations have ever been is him asking me what time class is. It's pretty clear my crush for him will never come to reality, because not only does he not care about me, he's also dating my arch nemesis, Caitlin.
Heather, pay attention, you dork. Mrs. Smith said to put your phones away because class is starting.
Well, you could have just told me that. You didn't need to throw a book at my head.
Yeah, but this way was funnier.
Alright class, settle down. Today we...
Mine.
Daniel,
Hey miss, sorry for being late. I was too busy doing stuff.
this is your last warning. You come to class late again and you'll be given a detention.
Aye, Captain.
Here's my chance to speak up. I have a seat here if you want to sit beside me.
As if. He's my boyfriend, so he'll be sitting beside me. Won't you, babe?
I mean,
Stop pressuring him. He can make a decision for himself.
Oh, please. As if he'd want to sit beside a literal stalker who obsesses over him every day.
Stalker? I'm not a...
Didn't you say you have over 50 pictures of him saved in your phone?
How do?
Take a look here if you want proof.
My phone. Give it back, you jerk.
Why? So you can keep drooling over pictures of him, thinking you'll ever have a chance?
yeah, maybe I'll just sit beside Caitlin.
Alright class, enough.
You little...
Miss, Heather's seems really take off. Knock it off you too.
You got into another fight with Caitlin again?
It's not my fault. She always starts fights with me.
What happened this time?
I tried to shoot my shot with Daniel and...
And what?
She confronted me on the fact I have a ton of pictures of him saved in my photo album.
You what?
It's for science, okay? Doesn't mean she can steal my phone and threaten to show the whole class my photos.
Look, Het, our Etchi and Lords act like douches to you. But maybe you really do need to lay off Daniel. He's dating Caitlin now.
Yeah, after she found out I liked him. They've been dating for a few months now. I've had a crush on him for over a year.
And maybe you should take the hint. This isn't going anywhere.
What?
I mean, you should focus your time on a guy who will actually like you back and cares to give you the same attention you give them.
So you're basically saying that Daniel will never want me?
No, that's not what I mean.
Whatever. It's clear you all see me the same. A borderline obsessed freak who is desperate for a guy they'll never have a chance with, right?
No,
Whatever. I'm going to class. Bye. I know what you must be thinking. Oh, but if you have pictures of him then you must be obsessed and desperate. Well, here's the thing. The pictures aren't because I'm a creep. They're for something I've been working on for him for months now. My love book. It's filled with pictures of him and poems I've written for him over these past few months. I've been hoping to give it to him once I'm finished with the book and comfortable enough, but not yet. There's still so much more I want to write. Hopefully I'll be finished with this soon, and I'll give it to him as a Christmas present.
Warning. All students for Class 1B that are still not in class, get there now or else you'll be given a detention.
Frick.
Ugh! Stupid book. Wait a minute. Heather's love book for Daniel? No way. Next time keep your diaries safe, Heather.
Finally, geography is over. I hate that stupid subject.
Hell, are you Heather?
Yes, I am.
I hope Daniel picks you after all of that.
Huh? What the heck is she talking about? And where's all that noise coming from? My love book.
Oh, Daniel, your eyes glimmer like the stars in the night sky. Not even they can compare. So won't you please? Please take me like Prince Charming, like Romeo, like the frog, like whoever you want to be and be mine. Oh God, how much of a weirdo do you need to be to write this? Oh look, there she is, the weirdo who wrote this book. Care to explain your interesting poems to the audience? Or better yet, Care to explain it to Daniel himself?
I need to go.
Take your desperate book while you're at it.
That's the creep that made a whole love book for Daniel.
That loser really thought she'd have a chance.
She's definitely not Daniel's type anyways. Just look at her.
Heather,
How could this happen to me? The book I've been writing and working on for months to give to Daniel. Gone. Described. I've been embarrassed and ridiculed over it before Elle even had the chance to finish it. And it was shown to Daniel in a way he thinks I'm some crazy person. All because of Caitlin. Now I'll never have a chance. He'll never want me.
Heather, what's wrong?
I'm an embarrassment like always.
What?
I made a love book for Daniel a few months back and was planning on giving it to him in a few weeks. It contained poems, pictures, and all sorts of things I made for him.
Oh,
And somehow Caitlin found it and showed it to basically the entire school, including Daniel. And now I'm the laughing stock of the school and Daniel will never want me. Yay!
oh, gosh. Heather, I'm so sorry. How about we go back to my place and just ditch school for the rest of today? You know, so you won't have to deal with everyone's teasing for now.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yes. I won again. In your face.
Cool.
You don't want to play, do you?
Not really.
Well, there's still other things we can do. How about we watch a movie? Better yet, a horror movie.
Sure.
I'll be right back. I'm going to make some popcorn.
Today has officially been the worst day of my life. I spent months preparing that book for Daniel, just to have it be exposed by Caitlin and to have it embarrass me in front of the whole school. Now Daniel thinks I'm a creep and will never want me now. Who am I kidding? Daniel probably wouldn't have wanted me before either. Like Caitlin said, I'm just not his type of girl. But I would be in a heartbeat. Only if I knew what that type of girl was. Ugh, I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of being the girl that no one wants. I wish I could just read Daniel's mind so I'd know what sort of girl he really wants. Then I'd be that exact girl so he would finally love me the way I love him. But I guess some things are just not meant to be.
Heather?
Now's my cue to go back inside.
Heather, there you are. Come, I've got the popcorn ready. Let's watch the movie.
The next day.
Now remember, it's okay. Yes, a few people might make fun of you, but it won't be the entire world. Just keep your head up high and ignore their cruel words.
Hey, isn't that the girl who wrote that love book for Daniel?
He's never going to want a weirdo like you now.
Well, sure feels like the entire world is making fun of me right now.
That's my class. I've got to go. Will you be alright?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
See you at lunch.
Hey look, that's the freak who made a whole book dedicated to Daniel.
The fact she'd even think she'd ever have a chance with Daniel is hilarious.
She's so desperate.
What's the point? No matter where I go, there has to be someone there to make fun of me. Caitlin really won this time, huh? First, she dates the guy I've been in love with for a year, and now she's made me out to be a creep. Not only to him, but to the entire school as well. At least I still have my drawings of Daniel to keep me company. He's just so cute.
When will she just shut up already?
Huh?
I don't care.
What the? That's Daniel's voice. Oh, there's Daniel. He's just speaking to some pretty girl. Wait a minute. He's not speaking to her at all. She's just speaking to him. Then what was that voice, Elle?
If she seriously thinks this is flattering me, she's got to be kidding. I can't wait for the bell to ring so I can just leave.
That's Daniel, all right. But he's not speaking? Then how can Elle?
Only if she knew I was saying this about her in my head.
His head.
Finally, freedom.
I'll talk to you later then, Danny.
I can read his mind. No, you must be hearing things. You can't read someone's mind. That's physically impossible. But oh boy, I sure could. I tested it out over 10 times during the next hour to make sure I wasn't crazy. And I wasn't. I could really hear him.
She'd be prettier if her hair wasn't so messy. She's so annoying.
I could hear his deepest thoughts about other people. But how? The wish.
Hey, you want to get lunch now?
No,
Later then?
I need to speak to you.
Okay. What's up with you?
I really need to tell you something.
Then tell me.
Alright, promise you won't tell anybody?
Dude, you're the only friend I have. Even if I wanted to tell somebody, I don't have anyone to tell.
Well, I can read Daniel's mind.
That was a good one. You really got me there. Oh, you're not kidding, are you?
No, I'm serious. I really can read his mind.
Heather, I get you're hung up on Daniel and the fact he probably no longer wants to speak to you, but that doesn't mean you have to go crazy and convince yourself you can read his mind.
I'm not crazy. It's true, and I'll prove it to you. See, there he is, talking to that guy.
So, that doesn't prove anything.
Just wait and watch.
I should just make up an excuse to get out of this conversation. He's boring me to death.
Okay, so Daniel's going to find an excuse to get out of the conversation with him.
What do you mean?
Hey dude, I have a lot of homework I need to get through. Could we maybe carry on this conversation another time?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, see you.
How did you?
Because he said he would in his head, and I can read his mind.
Oh, wow. How in the heck did you learn to do that?
I didn't learn to do it, it just happened.
But how?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been from yesterday, the night I spent at your place.
Yeah? What about it?
Well, when you went to get popcorn, I went out on the balcony and reflected on a lot of thoughts, and made a wish.
What did you wish for?
To be able to read Daniel's mind, but I wasn't actually serious.
So, you think that wish made you be able to read his mind?
I mean, how else could have this happened?
So, can you only read his mind and nobody else's? Or can you read every guy's mind?
No, only his.
Good to know. So, what are you going to do with this power?
I don't know. I said I wanted it so I could know what sort of girl Daniel wants so I could be his dream girl. But at the end of the day, he's dating Caitlin now. And whether she's a jerk or not, it's wrong for me to try and steal her boyfriend.
Hey, Creep, and Creep's friend. What are you two doing standing here?
We're minding our own business. Maybe you should do the same.
Oh, really? You sure you aren't standing here and staring at Daniel over there? Even after you've been embarrassed in front the entire school, you're still obsessed with him. Do you have attachment issues? Is that it, freak?
Oh, be quiet, Caitlin, and just leave us alone.
How about no?
Hey!
This is for obsessing over my boyfriend, freak. What don't you understand, maniac? He'd never date a girl like you. So back off him and don't you dare even look at him again. Bye now.
What a jerk.
Are you okay, Heather? Heather?
You know what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of her getting her way every time. The only reason she's dating Daniel is because she knew I had a crush on him. And now I'm not even allowed to look at him. After she made a mockery out of me in front of him and the whole school. You know what? I'm glad my wish came true. I'm not going to sit here and be the loser that lets everyone walk all over her. I'm going to get Daniel and make him mine like I've always wanted.
Heather, I think you're being a bit dramatic. Maybe you should just take this as a hint and just move on from him. Try putting your attention on people who actually like you the same way you like them.
But I don't like anybody other than Daniel. So if I've been blessed with this power to read his mind and know he wants in a girl, I'm going to use it to my advantage. I'm going to be his dream girl and finally have a shot of dating him. And not only will I have my dream guy then, Caitlin will be crushed. And I can't wait to see the look on her face when that happens. Austin?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that sounds good, I guess. I'm just going to go to class.
But there's still 10 minutes left, Austin? That was weird. He's never blatantly ignored me like that. Well, now since I have 10 minutes to spare, I can try to speak with Daniel, just so I can know what his opinion is on me.
Ugh, my shirt's stuck in the locker again. How can I open this thing?
Hey, do you need some help with that?
Ugh, her. She's so crazy obsessed and annoying. But I need help, and since she's the only one here, I have no choice. Yeah, could you open my locker for me?
Sure. There you go.
Thanks.
So what class are you going to?
Maths.
So am I. Let me walk you. And here we are, maths class.
She was sort of fun to talk to. I was kind of hoping we had longer to walk to class, so we could talk for a bit more.
Maybe we can sit by each other in class so we can carry on our conversation?
Yeah, I'd really like that.
What the? Didn't I tell that freak to back off Daniel? What's she doing talking with him? And why is Daniel talking back with her?
Relax. He's probably just talking to her to be nice. He wouldn't actually want anything to do with that loser. She's the complete opposite of what he's into.
Yeah, you're right.
Austin, there you are. Where were you?
In class, waiting for you to sit by me, but instead, you sat and spoke to Daniel for the entirety of maths.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. He said he wanted to talk to me for longer in his head, so I sat by him so we could talk for longer. And he really seemed to enjoy his time with me. I really feel like we're getting closer.
Right. So you're just going to obey and do everything he wants from now on, so he'll date you?
Well, no, of course not. But if it's causing me no harm and it'll boost my chances of dating him, then why not? Look, I've had a crush on him for a year now. I can't help it. I'm in love with him, Austin. And since you're my best friend, I'd expect you to be supportive of me on this. But instead, you're here criticizing my every move.
No, I am supportive. But it's just that. I don't want your obsession over him to get in the way of our friendship. For you to spend so much time with him that you'll barely spend any time with me.
Oh, Austin, of course I won't. No matter how much I like him, he'll never come in between us. Our friendship comes first.
So, in that case, you want to come over to my house after school and play video games?
I'd love to.
Well, if it isn't the dweeb that doesn't know how to follow rules.
Caitlin, what is it now?
I think you know what it is. I told you specifically to back off Daniel, and what did you do? Talk to him for the entire maths class.
So, I can talk to whoever I want.
Oh, you're going to regret saying that. He's my boyfriend, remember, not yours.
Not for long.
As if. He loves me, not you. And I'll prove it to you. Daniel, baby.
Hey Kate, Heather, I was looking for you everywhere. I've been meaning to ask whether you wanted to join me for dinner at a restaurant after school.
I'd love to.
But Daniel, I thought you were coming over to my house after school.
Yeah, and now I'm not. See you then, Heather.
See you. What? Cat caught your tongue?
You may think you've won, but you haven't. He's still my boyfriend, not yours.
For now.
Screw you.
Haha. Did you see her face?
You're not actually going, are you? To the restaurant with Daniel after school?
Of course I am.
But I thought you were going to come to my house after school to play video games.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Austin. I hope you don't mind. It's only just today anyway. I'll come over to your house tomorrow.
You promise?
Promise.
All right then.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You made it.
I sure did. Thanks for inviting me. This place looks gorgeous.
It would be as gorgeous as you if you'd cut that bush you call hair.
He doesn't like my hair. So I was thinking about cutting my hair short tomorrow.
Oh really?
Yeah. What style do you think I should cut it?
I feel like you'd look good with it short.
Short it is then.
May I get your orders?
I'm a vegetarian, so I'd just like a veggie pizza.
And you?
Oh, the chick.
Ugh, if she isn't a vegetarian as well, this date is practically over.
The veggie pizza as well since I'm also vegetarian.
Alright, your pizzas will be ready in a few minutes.
So, you're a vegetarian too?
Yeah, just became one a month ago.
That's so cool. So, you're the girl who wrote that love book for me, right? I just wanted you to know, I really liked it.
You did?
Yeah, I've never had a girl be that interested in me they'd write poems about me in a book. It really flattered me.
Well, I'm glad.
Only if she finished off the book.
And I was actually planning on finishing off the book later today too.
Really?
Yeah, I've been working on that book for ages for you and I hope to have it done by next week. I still have a lot of poems for you that I haven't yet finished.
I certainly look forward to reading them soon.
The next day.
Where is she? There she, Heather.
Hey Austin, ready to.
Hold up. What the heck happened to you?
Huh? Oh, my hair. I cut it yesterday. Do you like it?
Sure, looks good. But why? Just last week, you said you had been growing it for 3 years, so it would get as long as your knee. And now, you've gone and cut it all off.
Yeah, I just suddenly preferred it short instead. And because I heard Daniel say he preferred it short in his head.
Seriously, Heather? I get you have a crush on him, but I feel like you're starting to take it to the extreme. You're changing everything about yourself for him, your fashion taste, your hobbies, and now your hair. What next? Are you going to twist your whole life around for him?
Of course not. I think.
Heather.
Look, Austin, give me a break. I've liked him for a long time now, and now since I know what he wants from me, I can make him like me back.
So you're going to change your entire self, just to please some guy you hardly know?
Hardly know? I've known him enough to know his favorite fruits are apples, his favorite color is blue, he's an extrovert and…
You know all of these things by stalking him, because you genuinely got to know him.
Regardless how I got to know those things, it still means I know enough about him to be in love with him. So yes, if I want to change myself for a guy I do know, then I will. And you, as my best friend, should be happy that I'm finally getting a chance with my crush, not judging me.
Fine, whatever. Want to go get some chicken wings at the cafeteria while we still have a break?
No thanks.
Later then?
I'm actually a vegetarian now.
What?
Is there something wrong with that?
No, but why?
Because Daniel said he wouldn't date someone unless they were vegetarian like him.
Seriously, you know what, whatever. What time are you coming over to my house later anyways?
Your house?
Yeah, you promised you'd come over to my place after school to play video games?
Oh right. I actually can't come over today, or any day this week for that matter.
What? Why not?
Because Daniel said in his head he actually liked my love book and wanted me to finish it off. So from now on, every day after school, I'll be working on finishing it off for him and hopefully we'll have it done by next week. And then once I'm done with the book, I might have time to come to your house after school and play video games.
Might? You've got to be kidding me.
What?
You're seriously making him your top priority that you say you might see me, your best friend, next week? What happened to our friendship comes first.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It's clear who's more important to you. Daniel, a guy who's never paid any attention to you until you started changing yourself for him, instead of me, your best friend.
Come on, you know that's not true. Daniel, hey!
I was sort of stuck on some maths homework and wanted to know whether you could help me with it at the library after school.
Of course. What time?
6 p.m. if that's good with you.
That's great.
I'll take that as a no then.
And for the next few months, I did everything in my power to be the girl Daniel wanted me to be. Anytime he'd think about wanting me to come over, I'd offer to come over. Anytime he'd be stuck on something, I'd offer to help. If he didn't like something about me, I'd change it instantly.
I wish she'd style those ugly bags.
I did everything to please him, and he soon became attracted to me because of all my alterations. Because all of my changes, it led me to become his dream girl. I looked the way he wanted. I did the things he wanted and I was everything he ever wanted in a girl. So he dumped Caitlin for me, and boy was she furious.
Leave.
And quite frankly, I was glad. I finally had the guy I always wanted, but at what cost? Eventually, I began to get tired of the same old system I was living. Anytime he didn't like something about me, I had to change it.
I hate how she eats lollipops. They're so gross.
I was soon getting tired of it. I forgot who I truly was as a person. It felt like all I was doing was obeying orders, not actually living life as myself. Things I loved doing like playing video games, doing crazy hairdos, etc. I stopped, just for a guy who never bothered to do anything for me back. And eventually, although I liked him, I was getting sick of it, wasting my time every day for him and only him. I had no time for myself, to have fun on my own terms. And I remembered the person who made me the most happiest and made me have the most fun. Austin. I missed him so much, and I enjoyed spending time with him more than I ever did with Daniel. So, if I were to really get into a relationship with Daniel one day, he needs to know I'm still going to have fun myself and not be a doormat for him. So instead of always hanging out with Daniel, I slowly became myself again and started hanging out with Austin again as well. Hey, please, can we talk?
What's there to talk about? Don't you want to be spending time with your new boyfriend or something?
First of all, we're not dating yet. And second of all, I don't want to hang out with him all the time. Sometimes I just want someone I can really be myself with and have fun with. I want you.
What do you mean?
I want us to be best friends again.
Oh.
Don't you?
I do. I miss our friendship a lot actually. But why now?
Because I could only go for so long without my sidekick with me, and now that it's been months, I really can't imagine life without you.
Neither can Elle.
Friends?
Best friends.
And from then on, our friendship was reconciled again, and we hung out and were best friends like we used to be. Of course, all whilst I was still hanging out with Daniel as well too. I had both Daniel, who I had a deep crush on, and Austin, who I was best friends with. Of course, Caitlin was fuming with jealousy, but I didn't care. I didn't even care about her in general. All I cared about was my growing relationship with Daniel, and my friendship with Austin, and I couldn't be happier this way.